Welcome to Channel AMEC, your insight to the Australian visa system. Good day everyone, my name is Carl Young, your online YouTube visa consultant. Now in this video, I would like to take you to a topic of name regional study migrations. Now the reason I put this name is that we noticed that since 2019 Australian government had introduced a new way of migration program that they wanted to introduce and recommended all the possible migrants to move to the designated regional area. That's the Australian immigration has actually set a certain postcodes that could actually allows the migrants to gain extra points in order to migrate. Now this is actually a very good incentive. Now the only drawback compared to the previous visa scheme is that they requires you, once you get the visas, you need to continuously stay and live and work in the regional areas for at least 3 years in order to transfer into permanent residency. But from what I can see, I don't think that is actually too hard, because I've been to a lot of areas in Australia. A lot of these designated regional areas are considerably quite urban. The only way that they have set it as a regional area is due to the low population there. So for example, Cairns, Adelaide, Perth, and even Gold Coast is a designated regional area. So considering go there for a study, and then obviously you'll be able to access to this regional study migration program. So anyway, in this video I'm like to take you to all the pathway and step by step how you shall find the best courses or program for your study, and then further onwards to find a migration pathways. So let's jump into the immigration website first. So if you go to Google, you type in designated regional area postcodes, you actually land yourself in this page, obviously, and that actually gives you all the postcodes that is categorized as designated regional area. So if you can find a university, TAFE, or colleges that you can actually study in those areas, you'll be able to gain more points for your skill migration program. So in today's video, I would like to take the example of Gold Coast and Adelaide, for instance. So once you find the areas that you prefer, then obviously the next step you should go to is you go to Google and type in skill occupation list, and you should land yourself in this immigration web page here. Now this page actually lists out all the occupations is actually in the immigration skill occupation list, and basically you punch in the search areas whatever the occupation that you may be interested with. So I might put let's do hospitality. Okay, obviously you get to accommodation hospitality managers and hospitality retail managers, and another one is restaurant, and then you get cafe restaurant manager. So the key here is that you need to look for that within the occupation here, and the visa actually accessible would have 491, because 491 is specifically set for regional visas. Okay, regional visas. Okay, and you see chef here, they can access to 491 as well. Cook, you can access to 491 as well. But some occupation you might not be able to access to 491. So if I punch in executive, chief executive or managing director, that's a very high-ended occupation. As you can see, the ends code is 111111. It's the first occupation in the list. You're not able to actually get to 491. You only got 494. Okay, so that's the difference. You need to find an occupation that is within the 491. So then in order to actually let you to actually gain this regional study migration program. So the next one is you go to 491 visa, obviously, because that's the visa you foresee to actually apply with. And then you go to eligibility, you see that down here you need to be able to score of at least 65 points or more. So there's a little link down here, say points table. Once you click that points table, you should be landing yourself to this page here. Now this page actually gives you all the points required within age, English, study, employment, or whatever that's getting your points there. Now the key here is that you need to get at least 50 points, and once you get 50 points and you get another state regional sponsorship, you get that 50 points, you get that actually a total of 65 points, then that you will label you to actually be invited to that state for 491 visas. So I've done an easy calculation. It's quite simple. As long as you're within the age of between 18 to 40, it's quite easy for you. And your language skill, you don't need to go proficient. All you need to do is keep yourself at a competent English level. That's IELTS 6, although you get no points here, but down here with the skill, employments, education qualification, obviously you get bachelor, you get 15 points, and then you get don't worry about special education qualification because that required to go to your master by research or doctoral education qualification. Then you obviously get Australian study requirement because you study at least 2 years there, you get 5 points. And if you're in accounting, engineering, or IT, you go to professional year, you get that extra 5 points. And credential community language, I really recommend everyone to do it because they have lower the bar. It's actually very easy as long as you can listen to someone speak English and then you translate it in your language, or listen to someone in your language and translate it into English, obviously, then you'll be able to get this CCL, credential community language. So that's another extra 5 points. And obviously you're studying regional area, you get another 5 points. Okay, and the partner skills, if you're a single, you get another 10 points. If you're single, you get another 10 points. So in order to get that 50 points, it's piece of cake nowadays, as long as you pick a regional area to go. Now obviously you get that nomination, that's a state sponsorship at 15 points, so that's a minimum of 65 points. That lands yourself into a qualified 491 candidate. Now the next step is that obviously you go to the state migration or state immigration website. You need to find out how they offer for their 491 visas. For instance, in Queensland, if you look at here, they actually want you to graduated with a skill assessment and at least working in regional Queensland for at least 3 months. Okay, at least 3 months. So that's the minimum that you need to meet there. Okay, and and that's for 491 visa there. Full-time qualification and provide evidence of ongoing employment, so you need to get more employment and living there for 2 years, blah blah blah. So that's a requirement for Queensland. And obviously then you go to Queensland's actual specified occupation list and you're reading through the 491 column down here, and that's all the qualifications or the occupations that is there. So find out whether your preferred courses or program is actually within these lists. So if you access to 491, you actually access to a vast variety of occupation there. Now if you go to Adelaide, it's far easier. Now all you need to do is type in South Australia space migration and you should be able to find yourself a list of state nominated occupation here. Now it will show you all the occupations down the column, and they basically all says 491 is accessible. The only thing that they may add is that whether or not this occupation can be accessed by 190, and that's not our topic today, but most of them will be accessible by 491. There are additional criteria. For example, if you're a statistician, you need to be 491 only, and you need to have other stuff. You need to proficient English, and they want you to have IELTS 7. Okay, that's all. But apart from all that, I don't see South Australia will require additional work or offer of jobs. So that's the differences. Obviously, we haven't gone to Western Australia and we haven't gone to regional Victoria. They all have different criteria, but in this video, it basically give you a guideline how you actually find those things. So once you find the preferred courses or occupation, then the final step here is that you go and find out the actual university. So I'm here landing at the Griffith University, and all you need to do is you punch in whatever the occupation that you wish for, and as you can see, the Bachelor of Commerce Honours, that's for accountant degree. They offer Gold Coast, and Gold Coast is a designated regional area, so if you go there and study there, you get that extra points, then obviously you get more opportunity to migrate. So that's what I call the regional study migration plan. Okay, and obviously if you go to University of Adelaide, same thing. All you need to do is you punch in, you click on the search, and you find out whatever the courses that you want, and obviously you get detailed there, and you can further do more research with that university's website. So that's for the video today. So basically, just summarize, it's a regional study migration plan. So if you do have thinking of interest or migrate to Australia via a study plan, and that is the predominant way to migrate while you're choosing to study in a designated regional area of Australia. So what we need to do is you go out and find out the postcode, find out how whatever the courses or the program or occupation that you're interested in, and then you find out the university that offers those courses. Okay, so that's the video for today. And if you do have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. And finally, should you consider to subscribe to our channel. Once we have more updated visa insights, you should be the first one getting those information. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.